Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, freaks and geeks, and I know you've been waiting for it, trolls and derps alike, welcome. Welcome all. I am Mullet Mike Hardcastle with the Paddle Gaming Network and Full Screen Arcade, bringing you a very important, creepy gaming extra. Alright, so, wow, yeah, talk about timing. So if you haven't caught them already, I just released 2 Five Nights at Freddy's sister location videos, the latter being a theory video, which, personally, I thought I nailed it. And there was quite a bit I got correct, which we'll touch on here in a bit. But literally, after my last video, Scott Cawthon released Custom Night. And I could be mistaken, maybe Custom Night was released either the day before or the day of my video. Either way, when the video was released, I didn't have the time to play Custom Night, or at least didn't even get to check to see what it was all about. Now you're going to have to forgive me because I am not reading off a script, I'm just kind of free-flowing this one, so bear with me on this. But in this creepy gaming extra, we will talk about a few new characters, we'll talk about the custom night itself, we'll talk about the different mini-games, we'll talk about Scott's, version of canon, I guess we'll say. We're going to talk about the purple guy cutscenes, and I will be showing you the game's final cutscene, which really reveals a lot. Alright, before we get started, I just want to make a few small corrections to my previous video. First up, I noticed a lot of people commented and said that the circus baby voice was really entered. And you know what? I agree with you. I'm man enough to admit it. No shame in my game. But I will say this, I feel like it does start out as circus baby and you eventually, throughout the nights, Ennard is, to me, it's like an amalgamation of all the different animatronics form into Ennard. And that's why, Baby says things like, I don't feel like myself anymore, and things of that nature. But anyways, on to Custom Night. So once you finally beat Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, just below the extras menu that we mentioned so much about last time, there is a new Custom Night option. Basically, you're playing a Five Nights at Freddy's type game inside the secret room that we have found. There are 8 mini-games to choose from and assorted difficulties. There's Funtime Frenzy, Dolls Attack, Girls Night, Weirdos, Top Shelf, Bottom Shelf, Cupcake Challenge, and last but not least, Golden Freddy Mode. Now what was this supposed to mean, Okay, so does everybody remember the 2020 mode from Five Nights at Freddy's 1? Okay, so it's like that, but the Golden Freddy Night is more like, 1020 mode. Now, since again I don't have this scripted out, I'm not going to break down what each night is. That's part of the fun, is getting to figure it out. Not only that, but when you select the night, you can kind of hover over each character's face and it'll tell you what their action is, so you'll kind of know what to expect. It is pretty neat because, as I mentioned earlier, there are new animatronics in Custom Night. There's Yendo, Bonnet, Electrobab, and Lolbit. I know who Lolbit is now, okay? I'm sorry. Another thing I'd like to correct real quick is this image that you see right here, I personally thought was a Funtime Foxy head. Well, a lot of you folks let me know that I was incorrect, and that was in fact Lolbit. But I am going to go ahead and just say this. Honest mistake. Look at these two. Alright? I mean, it'd be one thing if I got Balloon Boy and Springtrap confused, but come on. Now, of course, the game's developer, Scott Cawthon, is going to tell all of us that this is not canon. Sure, they're not canon, whatever. But you cannot deny the mini-games. I mean, they have to be. Why even put them in? Which, they're really not even mini games at this point. They're really just cutscenes. But if you beat enough minigames on the very hard difficulty, then you will unlock these purple guy cutscenes. You can see it right here. We see who we believe to be the purple guy, just strolling down the street. Figured Ennard's just enjoying his new body. Everybody's waving, hey, how's it going? You know, nobody notices anything. But as you continue playing and see more of these cutscenes, you begin to notice things. His skin begins to deteriorate, starts discoloring. You'll notice a few people in the background refuse to wave. They're more confused than anything. I think I would be too. Then to top things off, notice this final cutscene. People are now hiding behind their houses. He is fully transformed into the purple guy. And then this happens.
You won't die. 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 You won't die.
After seeing this, you can't help but assume that Endo has left the purple guy. Not only that, but we hear a voice. We then see purple guy get back up, and that's it. Now what exactly does this mean? Hell if I know at this point. Before I go any further, major spoiler alert. I just said that slow so people would have time to click off the video if they need to. Now here's the real kicker and probably the most important aspect of the custom nights. If you can somehow beat Golden Freddy mode on very hard, you will get this cutscene.
Father, it's me, Michael. I did it. I found it. It was right where you said it would be. They were all there. They didn't recognize me at first, but then they thought I was you. And I found her. I put her back together, just like you asked me to. She's free now. But something is wrong with me. I should be dead. But I'm not. I've been living in shadows. There is only one thing left for me to do now. I'm going to come find you. I'm going to come find you.
Now since the footage was so dark, allow me to lighten it up right here at the very tail end and just play for you this part again, just very slowly. Yes, that is Springtrap. And if you look closely in the background, you will also notice a Fazbear's Fright sign. Oh, Scott, you bastard. He got me. I will admit it. Last episode, I could have swore up and down we were playing as William Afton. Hell, everybody thought we were playing as William Afton. But it ends up we are playing as some interesting character named Michael. Michael Afton, his son. Now, if I may take you back to my previous video. So we have Afton, his daughter who died, his son who, well, let's face it, probably died. But what about the older brother? You know, the one who bullied and eventually fed his sibling to a golden Fredbear? Where does he fit in? Can we expect the next title to be about him? I'm just letting you know these are the aspects we should look into. Boom! Nailed it! I said it. I called it. I even said, could we be playing as him in the next game? Which looks like could be a very viable option at this point. And if you're confused, please refer back to my Five Nights at Freddy's videos I just released within the last 2 weeks. I don't want to have to go back over all that. So yes, we are playing as Michael Afton, the son of William Afton. And if you are following the Afton family theory, then this would be the big brother from Five Nights at Freddy's 4. The dialogue even says at the beginning, they thought I was you. That's why Circus Baby didn't recognize him. The puzzle pieces seem to be coming together, but not without raising more questions. Like, were there 2 purple guys? Again? Is that back? Is that theory back now? Now, I understand a lot of people are confused about this timeline, myself included, but I did notice Michael saying this.
I've been living in shadows. There is only one thing left for me to do now.
Not only that, but if you look at the background more, it looks like a burnt Fazbear's Fright. The place looks hollowed out. It looks grungier and dirtier than ever. Granted, it was pretty dank in FNAF 3, but I mean, here it does look burned down. This would also explain why we see Springtrap's photo at the end of FNAF 3. So, what do you guys think? Is this going to be the next installment in the Five Nights at Freddy series? Let me know in the comments. You know I love hearing y'all's theories, so I'm really curious to hear what you guys have to say. Well, I think that's going to do it for me on this creepy gaming extra. I really hope you enjoyed this kind of off-the-cuff video. If you would like more videos like this, be sure to leave them in the comments right by the theories, because really, honestly, it didn't take near as long to produce this video as it does a typical creepy gaming episode. Before I go, very special sticky shout out to Gage the Gamer. I will leave his channel link in the description below. I am man enough to admit it. I did not beat 1020 mode, Golden Freddy, Custom Night, whatever the hell you want to call it. There's just no way. I'm not saying it's not possible, because it is. It obviously is, or else we wouldn't have this wonderful cutscene. But God, I'm sorry, it's the holidays and I don't have that much free time on my hands. I wish I did. But there you have it, folks. No more FNAF for a while. I just can't. I just can't. I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out, coach. No more theorizing right now. I'm going to leave that to you fine folks. And please, again, put your theories down in the comments and I will at least read them, because even though I'm not going to produce any more Five Nights at Freddy's videos, at least until the next game, which will probably be in a month and a half, I do at least want a few questions answered, namely timeline and purple guy. But there you have it, folks. I again hope you enjoyed this quick thrown together impromptu video. I had to. I just had to after finding out what I have found out this past week. Besides, I got a lot of comments in my last video asking if I would cover Custom Night. So again, this one's for you fine folks. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go enjoy my exotic butters as I listen to some casual bongos. I am Mullet Mike with a paddle in full screen saying, sticky, stay creepy. Thanks for watching. Happy holidays. Peace.